Hi, hope you're doing well. I'm 2 weeks into my job and I'm super excited. It's going well. People seem nice. The workplace seems nice. So, those are all good things. So, and things are looking fine. Hopefully, it continues that way. What I wanted to talk to you today about was primarily to be focusing more on what the things that I did to cope with depression. Once I accepted that I was a patient of depression, how did I go around coping? What were the tools that I used? And what helped me in the largest extent to live with it and somehow improve myself, come out of that situation better and better every single day. So, one of the first things that I did, as suggested to me by my therapist, was I decided and I took time out for myself every single day. Um, it got easier to take time out for myself once my son started to go to daycare. But even when he was there with me, what I would do is I decided, like, when he was engaged in watching TV or doing some activity on the iPad, I decided that would be my time to just be by myself, where he didn't need me, no one else needed me, and I could just do what I needed. In the worst case scenario where I couldn't engage him and I didn't know what else to do, I would seek help from my husband and ask him to engage my son and then go from there. And that and every day I started with getting myself half an hour. And in that half an hour, I started to listen to some calming music initially. And that calming music, the Calm app actually helped me a lot. And within that, there were exercises to learn to meditate. Now, I'm still not good at meditation, but that exercise essentially helped me focus and reduce the noise around me. Um, I try to do that every single day, and it does help me a little by little. I know that requires a lot of effort, but it was really useful, at least for the first few weeks. And then another thing that I did was I started to ask myself what were the kind of activities that I would like to get myself involved in, and how do I find time to do that. As you remember, at that time I had learned that I had lost my job. I had been laid off, or rather, being kicked out, because of course I had a dependent and my boss didn't want to have an employee who would otherwise have to leave the job because of certain personal circumstances. So I had some time on my hand. My son had started daycare, and while I had to still look for jobs, I had to talk. At that time, I was talking to the lawyers. I was looking into aggressively into finding jobs. How do I figure out my serve payments, and lots of different logistical things were all going on in the background. One thing that I enjoyed was to cook, and somehow I was not interested in that at all anymore. So I learned about myself. One of the things that I actually used to practice and enjoy years ago, like maybe I started 8, 9 years ago, was to make jewelry, like use semi precious stones, have my wires, and use my tools and make different kinds of things. So I kind of tried to go back into that. And then that was good. But then it didn't seem to stimulate me enough. So another thing that I tried, so I tried a whole bunch of things, and one of the kits that I got was some acrylic paint, and I tried my hand at that. I'm not a good artist as far as artwork, paintings are concerned. Oh my god, I'm bad. But at least I give it a try. And it was a good, relaxing technique, in that even if the end product didn't look good, I was involved in focusing in one action all together, and I just went on and on and on until I saw something that I liked, or sort of thought was okay. Another thing that I tried to do was I got some clay and I tried to make small little figurines and diyas and things like that. And that was quite an interesting exercise to do. Actually, in fact, I would love to go back to it at any spare time I have, because that was really enjoyable, and I felt like I could make things that were pleasing to my eyes. They gave me more satisfaction than painting did, and in general, I just felt good about it. Another thing that I did was I didn't enjoy cooking, but what I did enjoy was going grocery shopping. During COVID, of course, it's very difficult to go out grocery shopping. You don't want to be like relaxed about it and looking and going to multiple shops, but I had a few favorite shops and I used to enjoy going there, and I still do. In fact, grocery shopping is one of those things that really relaxes me, especially going to a international ethnic food store where you see things from all different countries and regions and trying. That really got me all excited. What else did I do? There was that, and I got a candle making kit. And so it was basically soy wax, some wicks, and then I went to the dollar store, got some containers, decided to make some candles with some different kinds of aroma. Now, this process was also fun because I'd never tried this before, and I was like, might as well give it a try. Let's see how it goes. And then another thing that I did was starting these videos, because this video, in a sense, was an outlet for me. It was me documenting my thoughts, my feelings in a vlog. I'm not the best writer, so this was the easiest for me to communicate. And in this process, I'm telling you that I was able to tell you what bothered me, and things about acceptance, things about moving forward. I could do that, and it became easier to move forward. It became easier to accept as I confessed, as I addressed it in my vlogs. So these are the things that help me overcome, or in the large part cope and live with the depression, and move beyond it in a way where now I actually can say that I have moments when I am genuinely happy. I am living my life in a more fruitful way. My resentment about certain things have greatly subsided. I can enjoy certain moments more because it's coming from within, rather than wanting to be wanting to have that please that expectation from others that I should be happy. I have a lot to be thankful for. I have come to accept that yes, I have a lot to be thankful for. It's a matter of, again, I actually don't have any better words to say other than saying accept. The day I'm ready to accept who I am, the day I'm ready to accept what my circumstances are, the day I'm ready to understand that for me to be able to move forward, I need to find that time for myself. I need to be able to accept my quirks, accept my negatives, accept my positives, and flourish my positives. I will be able to be happy. I will gain that happiness from within, which will be longer lasting. It won't be a momentary gain. It will be a longer lasting, prevailing gain, which will help me feel rewarded and at peace with myself. So those were the things that I learned in terms of coping with depression, accepting, and moving forward. So again, the key to coping with any difficult time is, if you can, please find that time for yourself, half an hour, 1 hour, whatever it is in a given day. Do it for yourself. Do what you can. Go out for a walk, talk to your friend, find an activity to do just by yourself, meditate, do yoga, do whatever it is. But it has to be only for yourself. Got it? Yes. And That's how you can move forward in with everything. When it is for yourself, when you have that little piece just for yourself, when you're being that tiny bit selfish, you're actually being really good to yourself. And you being good to yourself means that you'll be able to be good to everyone else that you care for and who else holds priority to your life. All right, that's it from me today. Bye bye.